Welcome to Board Ghost, story broadcast with games as the engine.
If living is a highway, then heaven is a bus stop. Been waiting for a minute there, but has it been forever? 'Cause dying don't agree with me, no.
We believe you're out there, hungry for stories for shared experience. We can't see you, can't hear you, yet we'll play for you. This night's offering is a continuation of our game of Things from the Flood. To learn how we generate stories, playing games of Things from the Flood, go check out our Things from the Flood rules primer, and also do yourself a favor and check out the Tales from the Loop rules primer. So to see where we were before, go check out our previous episode, and to get a better sense of this world, the first chapter of this story is really in our first Tales from the Loop story, Better Off. So there you go. But you don't need, I don't think you need both to know it, but heck, whatever you want to do. Our humble players, myself, John Holt, GMing this game of Things from the Flood.
Ken Breeze, back at it again.
All right. And our returning guests.
Dan McCoy, increasingly tired.
And Stuart Wellington, here and loving it.
All right. So we have our characters, we have our world. Does anyone want to sort of summarize where they think we are right now?
Ken, you took all the notes, right?
We are in Pittsfield, Massachusetts, a once small resort town above Lenox, Mass. In the Berkshires, eastern Massachusetts, if you're familiar, in the mountains. But since the flood, we have become a shoreline community. And so we have grown in size, huge suburb of almost a Boston-like now metropolis to our south. We are in high school. We used to be super tight junior high friends, but we sort of lost touch. But now some crazy shit is going down. There are these 5 bots who like defend our shores from these kaiju creatures. Last time, to impress some girls and to make a sweet party, we decided to go film some footage of the 5 bots fighting kaijus. And then we snuck on to this place where some debris had been left by one of the 5 bots, one of their heads specifically. And that's where we realized some other known high schoolers of ours were getting involved. And now a mystery is definitely in the offing as we're trying to figure out the connection of these girls that we saw with these kaijus and these bots.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And so where we left you was in the woods on South Mountain. Tired, upset, scared, alone, afraid, injured, etc.
Mm-hmm.
With Kimberly Lakes absconding with Beverly Fullerton's body, the unconscious, bleeding Beverly Fullerton, and the authorities thankfully escaped, but swarming.
What was Beverly wearing? Did we get to
Her
see what she
usual
was wearing?
outfit, right?
Was she wearing her usual outfit?
Beverly, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
the one with the unconscious one.
She was in a form-fitting pink and white, latexy looking, futuristic, maybe shiny
Skin sleeve.
skin sleevey outfit. Yep.
Catsuit.
And she even
Got it.
had a head covering
Okay,
that had
almost
been
like a
torn,
cowl.
that seemed to have been torn away,
Mhm.
and,
A
and
neural
her hair
interface.
kind of coming out in streams around it.
Thank
And
you.
I think Kimberly had pulled it away.
So she was dressed not like a high schooler.
Not like a high
Got it.
schooler.
Almost
Kimberly
like a-
Kimberly was dressed like a high
Right.
schooler, but
She was in her sweet Alanis Morissette,
yeah, slash
Courtney Hole. Excuse me,
Courtney Hole.
Courtney Love.
In this world, the band is called Love. Her name
is Courtney Hole. Got it.
Yep, and she married all the Foo Fighters.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Wow. Well,
Why
I
not?
mean, I guess it was in, Salt Lake City?
Yep. Let's get into our tale. Where do you guys go next? What's sort of next? There are things in the offing. There's the party. There's the immediate stuff. We can fast forward time if you want to. But what's next for the Goof Troop? Where are you guys going?
We gotta hide. Like this is no good.
Hide from what? They didn't see us.
I'm pretty close with my coach.
Lacrosse coach.
Yeah, my lacrosse coach.
Okay.
I hurt my ankle, and I should probably get that thing taped up.
Okay.
And I am not particularly good at that.
Okay. So you're heading to a potential anchor to see if you can
I
get
mean, he's
fix
not
it?
actually my anchor, but I want to treat him like one.
Okay.
I'm open to that. I just need to get somewhere quiet so we're sort of by ourselves. I do want to connect with my anchor. I do want to like get online.
Okay, so we'll have
basically.
and what's Ollie going to do?
Wait, are you guys splitting up? What's happening?
Not necessarily.
I think it sounds like
I
people are kind
am.
of going their own way a little
I'm
bit.
dropping you guys off somewhere so I can go
Got it.
see my coach, so he can.
You up?
Yeah, I mean, I feel either that or if there's another guy on the lacrosse team who could do it.
Okay, but like pre-party, you want to get sorted.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm tired and my leg hurts.
And have you guys, because you're their ride?
Yeah, I
Right.
mean, I'll drive and drop them off somewhere.
Okay, so Ollie, where do you get dropped off
Is the party happening now?
tonight? Later,
Tonight?
like you guys, it's still like it's early evening right now.
Okay, and it's happening in the like suburban area. Like what's
Yeah, and
Happening at
well,
this
I think it'll
girl's
be up
house.
at because it's
Happening at
Aaron
Aaron
Pink's
Pink's
place, and
house.
her folks have like a pretty big. Basically, they converted one of the bigger housing lodges because they own that like Bousquet ski lodge area specifically. They've converted that into like their house, and now which is at the center of this housing area. So they've
And her
That's where
parents
it's
will
gonna be.
probably stay in the guest house that's in the adjoining property
Mhm.
while she and all her friends party in the main house.
Yep.
Because
So-
they just want her to have fun. It's
Exactly.
her senior year.
So it's gonna be-
She's had a
it's-
tough year.
It's going to be up by the lodge. It's going to be a little bit of a blowout.
And there's some fucking sweet rave DJ that you've been reading about. on
There,
your
she did
message-
hire a DJ.
Yeah, on
She
your
hired a
message boards,
DJ.
yeah.
I have been reading about it.
Your AOL news groups. Have
And
been
not only
talking
that,
about
I
it.
want to show off the kaiju footage. Like
Oh,
we took
yeah,
all this
that too.
sick footage.
All right.
Of,
So prior to the party, you guys will have each sort of a potential scene
Sure.
to hopefully save yourselves a little bit.
Mhm.
Ollie, where do you get dropped off?
I assume because this is a rich girl's party, I live pretty far away.
Yeah, I mean, you're on the other side of the
Yeah.
mountain.
Okay, so I feel like I kind of want to go to this party uncharacteristically. Like I actually want to like after all this like Power Rangers intrigue, like I kind of want to be around people, and I sort of vaguely want to see if anyone I know is there. Like, and I want to know that like the other dudes probably will show up later. Like I kind of
So
feel
you,
need to stick around.
yeah, so I'd say like in the car, you guys discuss that
Mhm.
you all for different reasons want to go to the party.
Yeah.
Like Chad's like, I'm gotta go, right?
Yeah, I mean, I gotta find Denise.
Right.
I really want to see if my girl Beverly is okay.
Is there like a late night diner near the house or something like that? I feel like this is the kind of
Like
kid.
a Pop's hamburger
Yeah,
stand.
yeah.
Well, I feel
there's-
like this is the kind of kid who like
You know what? There's
hang out
a
in
there's a
thing like that.
Bickford's 24-hour like coffee and pancake spot.
Yeah.
And in fact, right now, your mom is filling in as the like hostess.
Okay, that's
there.
good because I thought about wanting to see her, but like I said, it seemed like my house
So-
would be too far away.
So your mom's filling in as the hostess at this Bickford's. That's where you're gonna get dropped off. Yeah.
Sounds good.
And Rush, you're being dropped off.
I am going to get dropped off at the local internet cafe, which is probably like in a basement somewhere because it's the beginning of the
Yeah, it's
internet,
actually like
so,
you know the dudes who run the
Yeah.
local ISP.
yes.
So you like it's early days, like you can plug directly in there. That's where you
Oh,
go for
yeah.
LAN parties and stuff.
Yeah, I do.
So and to
Wolfenstein.
look at your like alt dots.
yeah. I'm like, you been to any parties lately,
Yeah.
Rush? You're
Yeah.
like, hell yeah,
Sick
LAN
LAN
parties.
So that's where they drop you. It's like
Awesome.
it's like you kind of these dudes are in their like late 20s who run an ISP, just waiting for it to get bought up by big
Yeah,
cable.
the bubble's gonna grow.
Chad, you're heading to
I'm trying to think like who would be a good, like, would it be my coach? Would it
well,
be like
who's
an
your-
assistant coach?
Going back to who's your anchor again?
my
Your
anchor's
sister-
my sister, but she's
right.
not in town, and I feel like she wouldn't be particularly helpful with. And I am injured and exhausted.
Well, let's say that she like you do go home after dropping these guys off,
yeah.
and you give her a call.
Oh
and
yeah.
they're just like giving out, and she's like, "Well, look, let me call somebody for it." Like she's the one who hooks you up with a
That's
phone
fine.
number, like a contact to an assistant coach.
Or like reminds me I should go to the coach.
Right.
That's fine.
So that
Yeah, yeah.
so basically roundabout way she does. This will be an anchor scene through that. So we'll start with you. You go to this coach. Actually, he just for propriety's sake meets you at the gym. There just happens to be a scrimmage for like another team's thing there. So there's people
Uh-huh.
around.
The ladies lacrosse team.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was there for work. I didn't have to call
Yeah.
him to come in.
The other thing about half days is teachers spend the other half like doing paperwork and bullshit. So he's around.
I feed him a story about how after we were goofing around after school and I twisted my ankle.
Right on. How's your sister been doing? Things going all right at school?
Oh yeah.
Is she keeping up is she still playing?
I mean, I think it's a little different there, and competition's pretty tough. But I think she's planning on going out for the squad next year.
Oh, all right, awesome. That's pretty great.
Trying to get trying to get her class schedule in order and stuff.
What'd you do here, dude? You twisted this thing pretty bad. What were you up to?
Oh, we were just horsing around. We were running around, playing some touch football over at Jason's house.
Dude,
Jason Butterfield.
I mean, I know you guys like to have fun, but you got to be careful. Like, you don't want to.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I don't know if lacrosse is going to be your ticket, but buddy, you gotta.
It's 100% not my ticket. He probably had to have that conversation with me once, where he's like, "Yeah, you're not. This isn't going to get you anything."
But listen, man, you gotta watch out for yourself. Like your bodies. This is the only one you got. All right.
Yeah, no, I know. Like, I make it. I go to practice. It's fine. Thank you. Yeah, I'll be okay. I'll look out.
Yeah, he actually pulls from your bag because it's open. He's like, this too, man. You got to watch this. And he shakes your flask.
Ooh.
He puts it back in the bag, but he's like, you need to watch out for your body. You watch out for yourself.
I was just holding that for a friend. I mean,
no, I get it. I mean, it says CD on it, but
that's for my grandfather Christian.
he pats you and says, "Don't worry about it, buddy. Just be careful, all right? Again, this is the only one you got. Like, everybody's already shaken with John missing, John Wolf, and we can't. I don't want anything bad happening with you kids."
Thanks, Coach Taylor. Yeah, I mean, did you know? Like, I didn't think there was anything. Like, I didn't know there was anything weird with Wolfie. He seemed.
Well,
Was there something weird?
That's the thing. I think the weirdest thing is I didn't really get to know him. I mean, look, buddy, it's not like we're best friends, but I know you, I know your sister. I kind of know, like, we spend time together. We work hard, and we're a team. For some reason, Wolf, I don't know. There was always something that seemed like he was keeping something back from the team.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you tell us to give it all we got, and I'm just trying to think of how I would talk to an adult in this situation. Think back to all my coach conversations. I'm like, yeah, just if that guy could run away, like, anybody could, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what that play today taught us.
I nod knowingly, but I'm like, for real?
All right, man. I think I got you patched up. You just try to stay off this, all right, for a little bit. I think you'll be all right if you rest up and listen.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go straight home.
If anything comes up, let me know. All right, let me or Coach Butterdew know.
Yeah.
All right, bud. You're good. You're good for now.
Yeah, I take off.
And you take off your conditions.
Yay.
I give him a hug and pass my conditions onto him like a Jonah.
His legs shrivel. Ollie.
So I wanted to say before we start,
Yeah.
I think that to calm myself down, I smoked a joint in the car.
Yeah.
And my mom picks up so many different shifts, I had totally forgotten she was going to be at the diner I was going to. So I realized right beforehand that I have to conceal the fact that I'm not stoned.
All right. It's gonna be It's gonna be hard. I mean, you probably won't heal any conditions
Okay.
unless you solve your trouble here. In that case,
Solve which
like,
trouble?
well, your mom, your mom
Well,
being
he's scared.
suspicious about,
Oh, okay.
right? So you smoked a joint in the car, like
Yeah.
kind of in the parking lot before you go in.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're standing by the "Please wait to be seated" sign, and you don't even like. You're kind of focused on the menu, Bickford's menu, kind of like just kind of staring at it for a second, and you hear the hostess say, "Smoking, non-smoking," like she's not even noticing you.
Mm-hmm.
What's your response?
I like turn and I see her and I'm like,
It's your mom.
oh hey mom, hey.
Oh, hey Ollie, I'm kidding with you. Come on, non-smoking section for you, buddy.
Yeah, you know me.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm just I'm really tired. There was all that panic today. Everything like, there's a fight or flight response, but then there's also like some people just react to stress by getting sleepy. Guess I'm one of those.
Yeah, buddy. Are you are you handling this okay?
Which, mom?
Well, I mean, it's no secret that we're both working really hard to stay afloat. But I do notice like here and there that $20 are missing, or and that's okay, but I get it. You're a kid. You need to do some fun stuff, but come on. Are you getting into anything?
I mean, no, mom. I just, I was tired. I'm just tired of being the nerd. Like I want to hang out with some different people, and I'm doing all right though.
All right. Well, is there anything bugging you? And she kind of sits you down. She's pouring you like a coffee. And she sits down. She pours herself one too. And
Yeah.
kind of waves to like a waitress to cover her for a second.
Yeah, well, I didn't love finding that eviction notice lying around the house.
Oh, honey, you found that? I'm so sorry. I don't know. I really don't know what we're going to do. There might be some options. I've been talking to Mrs. Dawson. She might have some extra work for me. I don't know if it's going to be enough, buddy. I don't know if we can keep the house.
I mean, I try and work some at the video store, but they don't, want me around that much. They got a lot of employees. It's not really a money-making job.
Yeah. Well, any little bit helps, I guess. I mean, I thank you for putting in the time there. I want you to have a normal year before, like high school's going to be done soon, and it's going to be the real world for you, kiddo.
Yeah. It's fine. Don't worry about me, Mom. It's fine. I'll be fine.
The question is whether or not that this interaction is going to allow him to not be scared anymore.
Yeah, and I think, like, again, you're high, so it's complicating things.
Wouldn't she be a little more reassuring to him? Like,
Yeah.
she'll figure it out.
Yeah, you've worked around you've like exposed yourself. You guys are both being vulnerable. She says she gets down in there with you. She's like, "Look, I don't know where we stand, kid. But you know what? We're here together. And there's nobody else I'd rather be trying to figure this out with than you. So we'll get through this. We'll figure it out. Okay?" Just
I
as
know
long.
we will.
Let me get you a short stack before you go. All right.
That'd be nice, Mom. Thanks.
All right. And eventually she comes back with a pancake with whipped cream, smile, and cherry eyes.
Oh, a classic Ollie short stack.
You are comforted and you are no longer
Scared?
conditioned. Yeah.
Okay, great.
Rush.
Rush is scared and exhausted. He's actually real scared. There are flashes of our last brush with the unknown. Something weird is going on. He gets that feeling again. Unlike last time, he has more of an idea about what he can do about it. Go into the proto internet cafe. I have
He's
to
in this ISP.
I have to
plugs right in.
basically have to give them some of my sick files. I basically have to trade stuff to get in with these guys. They know me and everything. So
You brought a bag of Taco Bell.
Exactly. I
That was
brought a
enough.
bag of Taco Bell.
Mhm.
And that's it. And I brought them the latest mod of Wolfenstein 3D so you
Yeah.
can make it the Russians instead of the Germans or
Mhm.
whoever.
Yeah. So you log on to.
Yeah.
You're
I'm trying to get the Catfish, my
Yeah,
hacking
you're-
mentor.
your secure aim
Yes.
pops up
My
and
secure aim.
and Catfish pops up and says, ASL. It's one of your
right?
jokes.
Yeah, exactly. Super joke.
Yeah, this is all via chat. but,
Exactly. All via chat. And I'm
with leet speak and all that. stuff.
I'm so elite, it's not even funny. As I'm basically stop the presses, big time information, could be a break in what we've been working on. We'll be uploading video, saw 5 bots live.
He starts coming back whoa, slow it up. Pause per sentence. Use paragraphs.
It's not elite.
Take a breath.
Mm-mm.
Hey man, you'll get there. There's no reason to burn it out.
More to come, getting the word out tonight. More to investigate. Might have a line on bot pilot.
Exclamation point. That's a big one. If you were really out in the middle of it, you need to take a moment and assess. Don't put yourself out there too much. You don't want to get caught out. You don't want to get wrapped up in one of their nets.
Click, 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 click. Nets are definitely out, including my own personal fisherwoman, Officer Starkson.
Officer Lisa Starkson.
Officer Lisa Starkson, the
Yeah.
infamous.
Starkson's got it out for you, but honestly, dude, and this is coming, this is interpreting, but honestly, she may have your best interest at heart. We ride a hard edge out here in the hackaverse, but
You guys are lucky I'm not a rollerblader. I almost went that way.
Yeah. Instead, you're a console cowboy.
Exactly.
you need to take a pause, refresh your flesh life, and make sure that you're caring for those around you. And number one, the mystery will always be there. It's kind of the message that Catfish is sending down your way.
I'm don't worry. I have my best friends around me. We're in it together.
All right.
Poor
and,
fool.
and he says that, and he sort of wraps with and we'll always have the internet.
Exactly. I drink some Mountain Dew.
Uh-huh.
I watch some weird internet shit.
.subs and all that.
Play
Yeah.
some muds.
You start thinking
Go
about
to,
how
go to Icebox.
you're maybe someday the nerds will finally be on top.
Start torrenting or pre-torrent.
Pre-torrent.
Start downloading Encyclopedia Britannica.
Mm-hmm.
Check out a Hobbit web ring.
Yes.
Cool.
All right, and so yes, you have cleared your conditions. So next scene, let's say it's at the
Party time.
Yeah.
right?
Party time.
I pull up
This
in my
is
Jeep.
this is at the Pink Estate, where your nemesis Aaron Pink / social status
Right,
contemporary
I feel like
peer.
rival is closer. Nemesis.
Yes. Do you arrive together? How do you guys get
Did you
to
guys
this
need a
party?
ride?
Yes.
Is the diner close enough? I might have just gone there on my own.
You could have biked or skateboarded there.
Yeah, I skateboarded there. too.
Okay.
I'll pick you up.
Yeah, you sure?
Yeah.
Sick.
All right.
Is Denise with us?
I tried to get in touch with Denise. Was I able to get a hold of her?
She was not answering that
Oh!
phone. Or, well, when you called,
I call her
you
parents'
called her
house.
pager.
I paged her.
She didn't call you back.
Uh-huh.
And
I paged 911 and she didn't call me back. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
So yeah, no words there. You actually called her house, which is something you rarely do, and her mom, icily, was like, "She's not here, and if she were here, she's not talking to you."
She's probably hanging out with the guy she always hangs out with right after we break up.
What's that guy's name?
Scott Masterson.
Scott Masterson. All right. So you guys drive up to the pink house. Ollie, I'd say you had left a little early, and you arrived right around the same time. So y'all.
Well, do we see him like skateboarding on the street? And we're like,
He's
oh,
a
let's pull over.
shortcutter. He's
Yeah,
a shortcutter.
That's true.
Or are you like sitting on your board just down the street waiting for somebody you know to drive
He
up?
just kind of skates across your hood as
Yeah.
you.
Gleams the cube.
So many cubes have been gleamed on the way. Oh man, all the cubes are
All the
gleaming.
cubes are so gleamed.
I have certainly changed clothes. I'm assuming you guys haven't.
I have not changed. No, I am.
Mhm.
No, I am
Yeah.
I'm not wearing my
I'm
school
in my
clothes to this.
baggy rave gear.
Sure.
If anything, you've taken the pacifier you keep in
Yeah,
your pocket
exactly.
and put it on a
I've
chain
taken
on your
around
neck.
the pacifier necklace that is now. I put that on.
Cool. Yeah.
I'm in my usual black band T-shirt. So
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You guys converge on the house around the same time?
Sure.
Does that sound good?
Mhm.
Okay.
Is it like a Death to the Pixies T-shirt or something?
Sure, that sounds good.
Yeah, that's cool.
So yeah, you guys roll up on this house and it's thumping. Like
I'm blasting some jock jams as we pull up. Yeah, I park down the street.
Yeah.
And I park in a way that I know, like, I might be having to pull this car out later after a couple. I better
right,
make it
put
easy.
it in neutral and roll down the hill.
Sure. I should probably park it so that I don't have to do a complicated parallel parking situation when I'm leaving.
Yep. In fact, you back into your spot.
Yep.
Yep.
Easy. See.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, good idea. Quick getaway.
Yeah, that's it. So we roll in. I've got my flask, and I probably have like some beer.
Yeah, you
Some
got
of
a
Michael's
bag of
Michael's
stuff.
beer that he left in the house.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ollie, are you packing some
A
some
gun.
the marijuana?
Cannabis, some sweet
I
cannabis.
think I'm still a little high from before. I didn't, I'm not like I didn't need to re-up, but I'm trepidatious. Like I don't normally do this sort of thing.
Yeah.
I came here to see the other guys, and because I was spooked, and also because I'm conscious of not being a crazy stalker. Like I don't want to be that guy, but I also am like perturbed by everything that happened with Mindy and Jeremy earlier. Like it's made me really weirded out. So I kind of want to see if she's around.
All right. So you guys roll up into this house and it's going. The DJ, he's out back,
Mhm.
but the whole house is shaking from the noise. And there are so as you kind of come in the door, there's just like thrumming, low bassy sound is your soundtrack, Future Sound of London, rocking the whole thing.
Yeah.
You guys roll into this house party.
Uh-huh.
Solo cups everywhere, teenage kids, underage drinking.
I start saying hi to everybody.
Yep. You're saying howdy, a
High
bunch of
fives.
I have a few packets of DMT I got off the internet.
Are you telling me this while I'm giving people high fives?
Yeah, like whisper it.
I thought you just wanted to show a video, dude.
I'm like awkwardly going through the crowd. Like I'm convinced that everyone around me is like, "What's this kid doing here?" And maybe some of them are, but for the most part, like it's my paranoia.
Okay, so by the time we get to the kitchen, I've already done 2 shots with people. I'm guessing the kitchen is where the keg is.
Yep. It's right there. There's also, it looks like there's a keg in the backyard too, but yeah, there's definitely a kitchen keg. There's already a kid doing a keg stand, another lacrosse player that you
Yep.
know.
Yep, I wrap him right on the belly.
Yeah. You haven't seen Denise yet. You guys haven't run into like Mindy if you're eyeballing for
Yeah,
her.
keep
You
an
haven't
eye out
seen
for
them yet.
Kimberly and Beverly.
We recognize people we know, but none of the named
None of
characters.
your key players quite yet. But is
I
anyone
start
asking around?
I start mingling. I do a thing which is probably weird. As soon as we get there, I almost immediately abandon you guys because I'm like, I'm mingling, not because I don't like you, but like I'm going to work this party. This is what I do.
Yeah, and I like, even though I smoke pot, like I'm still like kind of weird about underage drinking because like at heart I'm still a rule follower. So I have like a glass of like the punch, but I'm carrying it around mostly as a prop. Like sometimes I take a sip, but
What's Rush doing?
I think Rush is super into the DJ in the back and probably goes out there to start dancing badly. He also does not come to these types of events, but the rave DJ is like his vibe. So I think he feels comfortable at least dancing with other not with them, but in a crowd, I guess.
Yeah. With your eyes like basically closed, and you're
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
dancing
Exactly.
in a tiny little circle. area.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly.
I'm
right.
just sort of standing in the middle room, not talking to you, like waiting
Right.
for someone to
I
maybe talk to
I
me.
may have cracked a glow stick or two at this point.
Yeah, and so over this sort of party, like hints and wisps, guys all sort of catch like this edge. Like, has anybody seen Erin? Is this her party? Where's she at? Like, just different edges of like people kind of wondering, why isn't Erin Pink at her own party at her own house?
Within maybe 20 minutes of the party, getting to the party, I have started wearing Aaron Pink's dad, Connor Pink's monogrammed bathrobe around the party.
CP?
Yeah. It's pink, of course, with white
Of
lettering.
course.
So DJ has a projector.
Mm.
He's projecting some like pseudo psychedelic and like meaningful arty, like early 3D CG stuff behind him as he plays his music. So there is a big monitor
And
behind you.
I go to engage him basically and try and use my knowledge of the rave scene to convince him to play this sick videotape that I have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's like, "Wow, hello, how is it going?"
I engage them in rave slaying, of which I know none. But
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's pretty like he's like, "Hey, let's talk normal."
no, okay.
This guy's
just be cool.
probably works at the local
Right.
radio station.
Yeah. Oh yeah, of course. At Whoopi, I'm like, oh, I know you're set from Whoopi. You're awesome. I took this amazing psychedelic, crazy, tripped out footage me and my buddy were working on.
And you're saying this, and he's like scowling, and his head is turning to like kind of listen to you, as like there are a couple of girls in pleated skirts
course.
and like boob tubes,
Yep.
kind of flirting with the DJ.
And I'm like, put this on, and these ladies will go nuts.
Are you kidding me? Yeah, I think you want to get him to
I do
do
want
this
to
thing,
do
so just
something.
try to charm him.
Let's
I will-
find out
I
if
will
that's
attempt
the
it.
way that you successfully charm him.
Is that how
Or if you slip him money and he does it.
yeah, right. Is that how it normally works? I don't do
I
these
don't-
things.
yeah,
I don't
well,
know.
let's
I don't know.
imagine it.
Let's imagine it. All right. So I'm like trying to
You're trying to
charm
distract him from these basically like teenage girls that this kind of skeevy DJ is
Or
hitting
take
on
advantage of his
Yeah.
distraction
Right.
to put it on.
to just go
Oh,
for it.
that's not a bad idea. I'll try and convince him first because I want to get some cred with.
Okay,
I'm
and
part of the scene.
If you fail, you may be a little upset because he may shit on you a little
Yeah, I
bit.
probably will be, but I don't.
Okay, so he's like, "All right, dude. All right,
this on."
This shit's getting tired, anyways." He takes the tape from you, and yeah, next song change. I'll switch up the video. What's a good track that'll go?
Thanks,
with this?
brother. Maybe.
Mm-hmm. Joe Satriani surfing with the aliens.
Yeah, there he is.
All right. It's like, okay, let's cue it up, and off he goes. So, are you guys in and around when this video is about to get played? Like,
There's a decent chance I could be at any part of this party at
Okay.
any given time.
So let's say you're like kind of, so this is like the lawn. There's like a small deck that leads down to the lawn. And so you're like up on this deck where another keg is.
Yeah, and I'm like
refilling.
holding court with like
Yeah.
a half dozen people. Right.
And I am like rushing to try and find Ollie so that I can appraise him that the video's.
Ollie, where are you?
I think at this point I've like given up and even like standing in the middle of the party. Like I'm just kind of like sitting on the stairs, like holding my glass, like wondering if like why I'm here, if anyone's gonna talk to me. Like, cause I'm not like the sort of person to approach anyone. Like I'm waiting for someone to approach me.
Mm-hmm.
That's when you hear like from upstairs a young woman's voice saying, "The fuck, asshole," and a smack, and someone
I'm like,
saying,
sorry.
"Hey." Hey. So this is you're on the stairs of the Pink Estate,
Mm-hmm.
and you hear someone upstairs saying, "Get your hands off me, asshole."
Okay, well,
Mhm.
I have to pull a Michael J. Fox at the end of Back to the Future then.
Hell yeah.
Because of my protectiveness, like, that be my driving thing, I think I would go check out what's going on.
Cool. So you go on up, and kind of in the hallway near the bathroom, cornered kind of at the end of the hall, between you see, very upset, fists up, hand up, is Mindy.
Mm-hmm.
Between you and her is Jeremy Starr, your nemesis. And his arm, it looks like, is in a sling. But he's trying to, like, get her by the shoulder and, like, go in for another kiss or something.
Hey, what's going on here? What's up, dude?
So that moment, Jeremy turns to you. His movements are, like, sluggish and slow, and he's clearly drunk. That's an opening for Mindy, and she smacks him down again and pushes past him, and he grabs his arm and falls to the ground, saying, "What the fuck, bitch, you broke my arm again." And she rushes past you with tears in her eyes.
I sort of reflexively close the door on him, even though that's not going to stop him from doing anything. I'm just like, well, I'll shut this door, and I like try and like follow after Mindy. I'm like, hey, are you okay?
Yeah, as you shut the door, you see, like, his white makeup and black eyeshadow is streaking he's just bawling uncontrollably. Jeremy Starr, as you shut the door on him.
Hey, are you cool? And what?
To who, Mindy or
To Mindy. I'm like, and I'm sorry. I mean, I'm more worried about you, but like, did you break Jeremy's arm? What was that all about?
No, the asshole, he's super fucked up. He came here. He wouldn't say how he broke his arm. He's been acting really not like himself. I don't even get it. Like, and then he made a pass at me. Like, I think he's just really fucked up, and he's acting so stupid. I fucking hate him right now. What an asshole. And he tried to make a move on me. I told him stop. I don't know. Fuck that guy. Thanks for giving me an opening back there.
Yeah, sure. I mean, you're my best friend, I guess.
All right, don't make it weird.
All right. All right, idiot. Okay, fine. I just, if you're going to argue that Jeremy's an asshole, I'm not going to fight you on that one.
All right, well, I mean, he's an asshole, but he's fucked up. Like, something's wrong with him.
Yeah, I saw him sneak out of the assembly when everyone was supposed to be going to be safe. Do you know anything about that?
Did? I mean, I was just focused. I mean, that shit scares me so much. I just was focused on getting to the shelter.
Okay.
I don't want to get smashed up, you know?
Yeah. All right, well, listen, is there anything I can do for you? Is there anything I can get you? What do you need?
I don't know. What are you drinking?
Oh, I just have this punch, but I barely touched it.
Oh, she just takes your punch and throws it back. Let's go get another one. And
okay.
And you guys walk down and out towards the backyard, and you run into Rush on your way.
Oh,
to the
man.
punch bowl.
Oh, it's about to happen. Oh, my God. This is going to be so sick. Mindy, you have to see this. You have to see what my main man, Ollie, over here, and I got into earlier tonight.
Got into?
Yeah, there's footage and everything. You got to get in the backyard.
I don't. Okay.
They're playing it. They're playing it right now.
What's that?
I know what I'm doing. What
What's
I've
Chad
been
up
doing this
to?
party. I'm talking to folks, and I try to find out if anyone knows has seen Kimberly.
The lakes.
The
The Lakes, yeah. Depending on what I hear, I'll give her a call from the house phone.
Okay. So you're asking, in fact, like, you kind of go into a room that's like the quiet room. It's the kids who, like, are talking about books and philosophy and stuff.
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
And it's very quiet in there, but for some reason you yell and say, "Has anybody seen the Lakes?"
Mm-hmm. Yep. You! Nerd!
And that's when Denise behind you says, "Why are you looking for her?"
Oh,
Hey.
Hey!
yeah, so, what's up?
What's up is I was coming to talk to you because we haven't talked all day and I didn't see you in the bunker. Like, I know you were there, but we just, we didn't get a chance to talk.
Yeah, I mean, about that, I don't know. I wanted the night to be special, and look, 2 o'clock. I'm like, it's the time when we first met all those years ago. Within an hour or so. we got like 20 minutes left. But
I think she's skeptical and alarmed, but like you're trying to charm her.
I
away.
am
Yeah.
certainly charming her. Trying. More dice, please.
More
More
dice.
dice.
Is that how much? 6?
More dice!
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. She looks at the clock. She looks back at you, and her kind of confusion, like you double confused her between the Kimberly Lakes thing.
I mean, I'm not like
being
lying.
20
It is
20
true.
minutes off. She's just like, you idiot, and goes and
Oh,
plants a big smack on you.
I'm like, it's been a crazy day, right?
Yeah. Are you? Oh, what? And she sees your foot's taped up because
Yeah,
you're wearing
yeah.
your shorts or whatever.
I'm wearing shorts and a and a bathrobe.
What'd you do to your leg?
Oh yeah. Well, I was helping someone do a really good thing, and I fell, and that's what happened. And I almost didn't come out tonight, but I kind of had to.
Very charming.
So charming. I'm kind of obligated.
It wouldn't be the same without us together. What kind of party would it be without the deadly duo?
That's when somebody runs in, and lacrosse dude, the same guy who you slapped on the belly, and goes,
Mhm.
"Oh my God, you guys gotta see this video!"
I'm like, oh shit. There's a weird moment of where it looks like all of a sudden I sober up and I realize what's actually happening.
So yeah, you guys go out to the deck.
Mm-hmm.
The video starts playing.
It's the video that we took
It's the one
earlier
you guys
in the day
took and you watched
from,
before.
from the rooftop of the battle.
Yeah.
But it's as it gets to the end, it is also a videotape of us up close and personal with the head.
Right.
Yeah.
So there's some consequences in this fall. Like, so first off, like Mindy, like some people take it like this is a traumatic event, like the crashing of the school, this whole thing that's been happening. People, it's a lot of pent up like pain.
Mhm.
It's like watching like 9/11 footage or some bullshit, right? Like it's intense, like opening
traumatic.
it
Yeah.
opens raw
Yeah.
wounds. And so some people are like, "Yeah, woo," and some people are crying, they're hurt, like holding one another. Mindy turns to you and is crestfallen and can't believe that you weren't even in the bunker. Denise clings to you and buries her head in your shoulder and is sobbing. You is not the reaction you expected.
Everyone's like, yeah.
And this moment is broken by
Mhm. You expected like an "Oh Captain, my Captain."
Yeah, like people would be down for it and they're like, does this guy even go to our school? Who is this
and
guy?
the DJ's like, this doesn't match up to the beat at all.
that's when a bottle is hurled at the screen and shatters there.
Yup.
And stumbling onto stage, grabbing the microphone from the DJ, and like the record scratches and the tape kind of like pauses on something. It's Jeremy Starr. And he's like, "You fucking idiots. You don't even know what we do for you. Piece of shit. Fuck you guys." And just vomits on the stage.
I'm the first one in the group, sad to say, to start the hurl, hurl,
Nice.
hurl, hurl chant.
Dude, you hear what he said about doing stuff for us? Like, what? Beverly, is that her name?
Beverly,
who was in the thing. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Beverly was in one of these things. This guy shows up with a broken arm. Like,
Wait a
I don't
second.
know.
Wait a second. And this guy Josh Wolf is missing? John Wolf is missing?
Yeah.
I didn't know him that well. I thought his name was Josh, but I guess it's John. John, right?
It's John Wolf.
John Wolf.
Oh!
Oh, that's right. He's missing too? Maybe. And one of the 5 bots was missing from the battle today.
Yeah.
There were only 4 of them.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that doesn't fit is how do teenagers get a bunch of sweet robots?
I think we need to talk to Jeremy. Have to talk to him.
Yeah, right. I don't want to talk
I'm
to that
standing on
asshole.
I'm
but-
standing on the deck above you
Yeah.
guys, and I make eye contact after I start the chant successfully.
Hurl.
Yeah, there's
I'm like-
it's bedlam,
Yeah, I'm
and
like,
Jeremy's just he sprawls out on the stage, and he starts stumbling down the stage onto the lawn.
we'll make sure he's okay. Like,
Cool, yeah, I go over to him.
I mean, I don't, but eventually he will.
Yeah, I will. I'll start making my way towards Jeremy after this conversation with Ollie.
Yeah, he's like he puts
Ollie's
an
always
arm
the
around
smart
you. He's
one.
like, I
He's always the smart one.
gotta get home, man, and he starts bawling.
Like, all right, it's okay. It's okay. Here, lean on me. Man,
Yeah, so this
can't believe this.
I'm by the way, I'm catching Denise up on everything that happened today.
okay.
Because though I will lie to her to make her like me, I will not like hide huge parts of my life from her because she's my friend.
Right. She says, "You can't get mixed up in this. You gotta. What the hell's going on? We just gotta tell the cops about this, right?"
I mean, I don't know. Like, I think that's who we were running from. Like, I don't think they're gonna help. And they're not gonna believe us. They never do. They didn't and they don't.
I don't want you mixed up in all this. This isn't. Somebody's gonna get hurt.
People have gotten hurt.
I
That's
don't-
why we gotta help.
Yeah, and she breaks down again and like holds you. And I don't want you to get hurt.
And I, like, while she's doing that, I take a beer that somebody is pouring and drink it.
And I think that like Rush is getting close to you, and Jeremy is like, I gotta get home. I gotta go home.
And I'm like, Ollie, do you and Mindy want to help me get Jeremy home?
Yes.
Mindy's not having any of this. She's like, I don't know what is going on here. I don't know who you are. I'm out. And she just backs away and is gone, walks away.
Oh, sorry, buddy.
Yeah, well, that scheme worked as well as most of.
I'm like, I look down from the deck. I'm like, hey, guys, Mindy's leaving.
Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, Chad. Thanks for that.
Mhm.
We're leaving too. You coming with? Gotta get this guy home.
How's the party looking?
Aaron's not there
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
hold this together.
Yeah.
It's like falling apart. So people are starting to like head home.
Oh, hey,
Like a lot of people are consoling one another. People are starting to pass out. Like it's
Maybe some
DJ's
broken
DJ's
windows.
wrapping stuff up.
Mhm.
Things are starting to calm down and close up.
Hey, babe, what do you say about a ride? Let's go get some TB.
Tuberculosis.
Maybe drop this. Maybe drop that dude off. I don't know, to his house. Does anyone know? Do you guys know where that guy lives?
Yeah, no. Somewhere in the burbs, somewhere in the neighborhood.
Okay.
But
Yeah, you wanna go
he'll
for a
tell
ride?
us where we need to go.
Yeah, let's just get home. I'm over this.
Yeah. We can go to my place.
So you guys make your way through the house. People are funneling out.
I don't even know why she made such a big deal.
You work your way.
It's not even
You get
our own
towards the
party.
car. There are plenty of opportunities to grab wounded soldiers on the way out of the house. So if there are more,
Oh, yeah. And there's plenty to drink in my place. I'm not.
but you have drunk a lot and will be driving soon. So
Uh-huh.
okay.
I think in the chaos of it all, I forget the videotape at the party and
Yep.
leave it there. I'm like helping Jeremy get into the back of Chad's car. That's once he's with like in the back of the car, I'm like, Jeremy, where's Beverly? Where's Bev?
So everyone's in the car. You're
Mhm.
talking to Jeremy. You turn the headlights on, and on her fists on her hips is Kimberly Lake
Ah!
in front of the car.
Wait, I turned the headlights on and she was in the
She's
headlights.
just standing there in the headlights, saying,
Oh, shit. Hey,
"Fucking these you idiots again."
I
Denise is like, "Why is Kimberly even talking to us?"
don't know. Why are you mad at Denise? She didn't do anything.
I'm not mad at Denise. Denise is awesome. You guys are a bunch of fucking idiots. And Jeremy is the worst of you all. Jeremy, you're coming with me. We got to go back to Mexel.
What?
Jeremy, come on.
Whoa, whoa,
Jeremy starts like drunkenly
Where's
trying to climb
Beverly?
over you.
Where's Bev, Kim?
She's fine. She's with Mexel. It'll all be fine.
Do we know what Max sells?
Maxell, the tape company.
Don't be an asshole. No, Max. No, I'm not saying anymore. I've said too much already. Jeremy, come with me. We got to go.
No, you have to tell us what's going on. You're pulling people out of heads.
This is way. This is
You're what are you? Some sort of like secret pilot?
no. This is way above. You guys don't even.
You don't know what we know and what we've been a part of. So don't you tell us.
Yeah, we're kind of in it now, man.
That's when you start to hear helicopters, and she flips her shit, and Kimberly says, "Fuck it, let's go."
Get in the car.
Do you guys still have Thunder Cave?
Yeah, I mean, I
Yeah,
haven't been there.
yeah, we can go
How
back
do
there.
you know about? Does everyone know about Thunder Cave?
Don't be idiots. Come on.
Yeah, let's get in the car.
You're driving to Thunder
he's
Cave.
so wasted.
I mean, I'm about to.
Yeah.
What are you guys gonna do? Your buddy is about to drive you to Thunder Cave.
In the chaos of it all, I don't even think twice about it. Chad's been driving us around all day. Like, I'm not aware of his
Okay.
his problems. He doesn't keep me in his life any longer. I don't know.
Okay.
Should we
So-
all just mark a broken and dead condition?
I think there will be consequences.
PSA kids, don't drunk drive.
No, this is
Yeah,
bad
don't
news.
drink and drive,
So
kids.
this is going to be move. So body plus any move.
Mhm.
Let's say you've got your car.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
So I had
yeah.
2. You know your car well. And this is going to be extremely difficult. You need 2 successes to do
Okay.
this. You've drunk drive before. You need 2 successes. If you fail, then you risk being broken and getting a scar.
Shit.
And everyone else will have to mark an injured condition.
Can I help?
No.
Okay. One success.
Okay.
So you
Is
could
there any way I can re-roll some dice?
Yeah.
there are things you can do. So you could push to re-roll and take a hit to re-roll all but your 6. You could also get 1 automatic success by revealing your shame or by revealing your problem. Like fold that in. I think it's not problem, but yeah.
Guys, I'm going to reveal my shame.
Yes.
I drive the car. It's a little wobbly, and I stop at a stoplight, and the light turns green, and I just like kind of sit there, and then like right before it turns red, I'm like, oh fuck, and I try and like drive, and then I slam on the brakes, and another car like drives right in front of me, like I almost hit a car, and I'm like, oh fuck, and then I start breaking down and crying, like I'm so fucking drunk.
What do you, Chad? It's okay, buddy. It's okay. I looked at Denise. What is this? Does this happen often?
She starts crying too. Like she's been helping this situation along. Like she's not been,
enabling.
yeah.
Yeah, like I'm kind of blubbering and I'm like saying like, I almost killed you.
I'm like behind you in the back seat, and my large form does fill up a lot of this back of this Jeep. But my big arms sort of come around the rest and sort of just go on your shoulders. And I'm not like massaging you, but I'm sort of like just steadying you as I'm like, it's okay, bud. We're here. We're here with you. It's okay. You don't have to drive. You don't have to drive.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think Ollie,
And I,
that's
like,
you
wipe-
get up in the front seat.
And I wipe like a giant, like slobby, gross snot off my face. I'm normally such a smiley guy.
You
You've
are.
never seen me really cry before, and boy, it's a wet one.
We sort of like step out of the car and like just to exchange places. And I think in that moment, I definitely embrace you and like pull you in as I'm
I probably got some snot in my comb over bangs that hangs in my face. Like, ugh, it's
I'm like,
gross.
you're one of my best friends, man. Always.
You're one of my best friends too.
We're CB buddies for life.
Yeah, Kimberly's like, this is beautiful, but we gotta fucking go. Get in the car.
He's in the lakes. I'm
And
driving.
she's in the like back, like she's like in the
back.
storage area.
Kimberly's right for a change.
Put Chad in the back then.
All right.
And I'm
So,
like,
so
you take
on
care of him,
on
Ollie.
you guys drive to like the closest spot that you can then like quickly get up to Thunder Cave, right?
That's
Is
right.
it
We're going to drive to South Mountain to the spot to get to Thunder Cave.
so this is in Thunder Cave. Who all is there? Who's
That
stuck
was
around
that
for
was
this adventure?
emotional, man.
Jeremy and the Lakes are definitely there. You three assume is
Yeah,
Denise
yeah, yeah.
still there?
Denise
Yeah.
still. I think Denise has been here
Denise,
before.
Denise, has been here before, and she's not gonna leave me. I'm all crying.
Yeah. The Lakes looks around and goes, Didn't you idiots have an arch in here or something?
Yeah. Yeah, we did. We found it.
Fuck. All right.
Years ago.
I'm very noisily eating a bag of Doritos.
cool.
Like old, stale.
yeah. It's fine. It's
Ollie, what did you like? You had sort of hidden this arch away.
Yeah.
Remember the old arch that you
do.
had found from the side of the road?
Nope.
Well, you
I don't
had.
remember anything from before.
I do.
You had an old arch that had fallen off a truck,
Okay.
and you never figured out what to do with it.
Not really.
But you had hidden it. You had just kind of like tossed it to the side
Okay.
in this old thing. Where is it hidden, and how did you hide it?
Like, I'm a smart kid, but like there's a limit to like how sophisticated I can be with this sort of thing. Like, I ordered a bunch of like those weird like swamp camouflage things off
Like
the
you're hiding
internet.
drugs
Oh,
or
nice.
something.
Like
I put them-
ghillie suit type
Yeah,
things.
I sort of stapled them over the thing.
Okay. You pull that away, and Kimberly goes, "Fuck! You've been messing with this thing."
How do you know that we had this? We didn't tell anybody about this. We found this 6 years ago.
Oh,
Even before high school.
just help me get it working, and I'll explain. I'll probably be in so much trouble for this bullshit. But come on.
I've been trying to get it to work. I mean, and I'm sort of coming over it. See, I just didn't know where to interface with it.
Yeah. So getting this going will require some tinkering, and you guys have fucked with it a bunch. So she's like, let's try to get it back into how you found it.
Okay.
Order. Do you guys have tinker skills?
I do.
Do you have tinker skills, Dan?
I
Program
have
as well.
one
Okay.
in Tinker.
How much do you have in tinker?
One.
Okay. Which one of you would tackle this?
I think I would. I feel
Okay.
like I'm.
I think you'll and Dan, you'd help, or Ollie would help. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're trying to help Kimberly get this sorted,
Got it.
and so let's roll for it. And
So
if
it's-
you fail,
Tech, is that right?
yep,
And then Tinker, and then one for help.
and help. And if you might be injured if you fuck it up.
That makes sense. But I do.
wow.
Okay,
You should
3
roll my
successes.
dice.
I am a
Okay.
technical genius.
My shame is that I can't fade.
Yeah, right.
You restore it to original condition. Just playing with it again, something clicks with you, and things that you hadn't thought of before, like just sort of saying like, well, let's put it back the way it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
It comes back into
Mhm.
like it all comes together,
It's working.
and it starts to shimmer, and racing electricity starts going through the arc, very similar to the rifts that you guys had seen in the past. But there is this wall of shimmering electricity now inside the arc, or the arch.
What is this?
Denise clings to you and is like,
The only sound is the
hell is
humming of
going
the
on?
arch and the crunch of my Doritos.
Lakes grabs Jeremy by his good arm and says, "See you idiots on the other side." Well, not on the other side of this arch, like later, because I'm closing this after I'm through.
What?
And she starts towards the arch.
Hey.
I'm like, fuck no.
How do you know about that thing?
She's moving.
I'm
She's got
trying to
legs.
get through the arch. I'm like, no way. I need to see Beverly
You guys all trying to get through.
and learn all the truth.
I think I'm following him, but it's more of like a, hey man, like you don't know what's on the other side of that thing. Like,
Okay.
I will find the secret of Transstellar Industries.
Chad, what are you up to?
I'll chase them just because I'm chasing them and not like I have no desire to go into this thing.
Like your instincts to save your friends. Kind
Yeah,
of thing.
yeah.
So your intention is to get in and through before Kimberly Lakes,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Or
Um,
she's going to close it on us.
so who would be closest and who would try to get through first?
I mean, I definitely see
Yeah,
her
you're
leading
the
the
one
charge
that
on
centers.
this one.
Okay, let's have you roll body
Okay.
and move to like slip through.
All right. I will reveal my shame at this point as well to just gain
Get an extra
gain
success. Okay,
success.
so I mean you'll
Straight
auto
up.
success on this, but
Pow.
okay.
As I'm rushing forward, I'm like, I love Beverly. I've never kissed a girl, and she's gonna be the first one. I love her. I always have.
Ugh.
That's what I yell
How do you know you love her?
because I'm very underdeveloped emotionally.
Lex is grimacing, and as she tries, because Jeremy is stumbling and drunk, and she's like trying to.
I'm a
carry
big
him through
guy
the arc.
too, so
You're a
I
big
just
guy.
sort of like
yeah, and
hip check her
so
out
you've
of
got
the way.
you've got a plus here. I think you can push forward. So Ollie, if you want to make a run for it as well,
Yeah, I mean, if I'm trying to protect him, so I.
okay.
So wait, what do I do here?
Whatever your body plus move.
No dice. Well, there's plenty of dice, but
Do you want to
None of the
push anything or?
okay. I'm gonna reveal
You
my
could also
problem.
use. You could also.
It's
use,
not gonna be that organic, but I'm gonna yell. I lost my dad. I'm maybe gonna lose my house. I'm not gonna lose you guys too.
Okay.
And then you could jump on your skateboard and add a +2 as well as you slide on your skateboard
yeah,
even
sure.
faster.
What do
I don't
need
think
to
you have
do?
to, because that gives you a success for
Okay.
having
Revealing
done your problem.
But you can still use your skateboard because it's cool.
Exactly.
Because it's awesome.
Fucking cool as shit.
So you ollies through the portal. So Chad,
Uh-huh.
the window is closing. You're rushing away from Denise?
I was
Into the portal.
gonna drag her with me, or not. I guess.
So she had been kind of holding you, and you're running out of her arms towards the portal, towards your friends.
I guess I gotta save my friends.
Okay.
I like
don't
give
gotta.
her. I give her a Dorito chip dust crusted smile as I go running out. I'm like, I'll be back soon.
And
Baby.
and use an extra die from the
There's
Dorito
that-
dust, making you extra slippery.
I mean, that is my,
There's that-
my
there's that-
personal item.
There's that Chad I know and love.
Oh, yeah.
yeah!
Certainly
Oh my
successful.
God! What?
So you actually you kind of do this impressively. How does it look?
It looks incredibly heroic.
Denise swoons a little bit. She's real mad, but she swoons a little bit watching you leap for your friends through the portal.
Would you like give her a kiss and then leap?
Probably not.
No.
I mean,
Just a
we've
smile.
been she's already covered in Doritos at this point.
Yeah.
Kimberly scowls, leaps through after you.
Mm-hmm.
You all fall
Mm-hmm.
and land splash.
On a pit of spikes.
All right.
The end.
You all-
do I
you all
mark the spiked condition?
Yeah. You land in a deep stagnant pool of brown water. Everyone comes to the surface. There's an ambient light and some what you can see is like some piles of debris and detritus that is land just off the way. But everyone sort of come up. Kimberly is helping a sputtering Jeremy, who's still kind of like breaking down to tears here and there. And she starts swimming towards this shore.
This is like Power Rangers.
Uh-huh. I'm like, we found your bathwater, Rush.
Yeah.
Man, that water sobered me up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, and it trashed this bathrobe.
This poor bathrobe.
It drags at you, the weight of the bathroom.
Yeah, I realize that there's a bunch of joints in my pocket that are useless now.
No!
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I left my computer back in the cave. I don't have much either. As I'm like, what the shit is this?
Yeah, and you guys are just kind of treading
What
water.
this is not futuristic at all.
But they're like they're starting to make it to shore.
Yeah, Kimberly and Jeremy are working their way towards like the shore, which is just, it's like a pile of detritus and there's some glowing junk further out.
Yeah,
So.
I mean, I swim over to go find out what the fuck's going on.
And you guys are in some sort of interior space. Like you can,
like a cavern or something.
Yeah, like a cavern, but it's smooth. It's almost like a bored tunnel.
Oh, okay.
With like you can kind of see like rebar and rotten concrete, but there are parts that are still smooth. In this area, there's a artificial glowing light further on in the cavern that's casting enough light for you to see sort of where this stagnant water ends, this brown miasmic water that smells like the swamp air in the summer. What do you guys do?
I climb up and grab Kimberly by one of the dangling sleeves of her plaid shirt. And I'm like, hey, what the hell? Where are we?
All right, look. I don't know why you idiots always have to get dragged into this stuff. We're under the loop. We're under the labs.
And like I kind of crouch my body a little bit, like I'm worried it's gonna collapse on me.
Are you guys coming to the shore as well?
Yeah, but I even faster at this point as I'm like, this whole place is radiation.
You guys are so dumb. We've been down here countless times, and it's safe and fine. Come on, Jeremy, come on. And she starts carrying him / supporting him as they go towards this glow deeper in the space.
I'm assuming we talk amongst ourselves as we follow behind her. Like, what did you guys get me into?
Hey, man, I just wanted to live and let live. I was not interested in any of this.
But
And we both look at you as we're walking.
I mean, we found that arch 6 years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember.
Well, how does it have anything to do with her? And remember, we tried to tell her about Kara and how Kara was still alive. Or hadn't really died or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, well, what did you get us into?
Hopefully, we can finally understand what happened 6 years ago.
Guess.
That's what I've been trying to figure out this whole time. I mean, what if what happened 6 years ago has to do with the flood?
I'm like, Kimberly, do you know what happened to John Wolfe?
Government got him.
For real?
Yes.
Like what they almost did to us?
Sort of like what they almost did with Beverly.
Wait, was John one of the robot guys? Because if he is, then why would the government want to take him? Like, the robots are helping us.
Look.
Or is the government bad?
No, they just don't understand the Defenders.
Defenders?
The name.
That's a lame name.
Fuck you, Ollie. No, they don't get the Defenders. We kind of try to work with them, but you know, they don't understand our mission. They don't understand why we do it.
So wait, are all the pilots just kids?
I mean, Maxell picked us because we were special for our talents.
Who? Maxell?
It's the same name she was talking about earlier.
Just come on.
Okay, we come on.
Okay, so you get to this ring, this sort of cleared area of detritus with like a clear space of concrete, and there are these sort of like metal easy chairs, 5 of them set along, and then kind of jury rigged nearby are a couple pods. And inside these pods, you can vaguely make out forms from what you can see. And this is in this area just above, kind of glowing in the air, is a light. So you can recognize some of what's going on, some of the space.
How many?
And Kimberly goes and seats Jeremy in one of the chairs, and she herself sort of collapses, and you finally start to see how exhausted she is. She is tired. You start to, like, in this light, you can see she's blanched. She's got bruises, and she's exhausted. She's pushed herself as hard and far as she can. And she's sitting in a chair, and as she sits, this blue light envelops her. And as Jeremy sits, this, as weird as it sounds, a black light envelops him.
Cool, yeah.
And there are 3 more chairs.
Hey, if this John guy went missing, does that mean you guys have a job opening?
You'll have to talk to Maxell.
All right. I mean, I'm just,
How do we do that? How do we talk to this Maxell?
You'd have to sit. But
Oh, in a chair.
don't sit unless you're ready to accept it.
Wait. To drive a robot?
To find out the truth.
Oh, I know. I know what Rush is doing.
Yeah, exactly. As much like my name, I rush forward.
I mean, I'm kind of into it because of my weird protective thing.
I don't know. I mean,
And I also feel like at this point I have nothing to lose.
Your entirely amazingly human need to protect people.
going to college and... What do I know about robots? I'm just a...
Simple country tax.
Just a party dude. I'm just a cool surfing dog.
I mean, if they sit down, I'll sit down too.
Yeah, I'm
but I
definitely-
look
You guys are gonna
slightly
sit?
confused and
Okay.
concerned.
Is there any difference between the chairs, or does it just seem
They
like-
all look very similar. So they're sort of like, it's a half ring of 5 chairs. Kimberly is in a blue chair. Jeremy is in a chair that has turned black. And again, there are these 2 sort of like makeshift metal things with bodies maybe in them that you can see sort of behind some glass nearby with tubes going in.
That's what happens if we don't pass the test. What color light envelops me when I sit down?
I hope I get a cool color.
You sit down and you get red.
Fiery like my personality.
much like? Yeah, I think Ollie was.
You
sitting
guys
down.
both sit?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, so Ollie, you sit down and you get yellow.
Oh.
You sit down and you get pink.
All right, I'll take it.
And as you sit, you all are buffeted and blasted back. You rock in your chairs as you are,
Just like the Maxell ad.
as a wave of sound and information blasts through you.
Okay.
The last thing you see as this information blasts through you is those 2 sarcophaguses just disintegrate, and you watch the body of Aaron Pink be scattered into dust, and you watch the body of Beverly Fullerton also be scattered into dust.
What?
Their respective colors. Aaron Pink turns into red energy that flows into your chair, and
My nemesis!
and Beverly Fullerton's pink energy flows into your chair. But you both gain sort of this sensation of knowledge of this person who was before.
Yeah, I didn't have to kill
like they're
anyone
part
to-
of you.
Yeah.
You feel a connection to like you're part of as an image that's about to come to all of you comes through. You feel a connection to a young man in a hospital bed inside a government facility that you sense is John Wolfe and thrums with a yellow energy. Another blast information comes through, and this is the voice of Maxell.
Mm-hmm.
He tells you in pictures and words that he came to this place through a rift. He is a refugee from another time. He sensed a hole in time here that he could step through to escape. And his jailers, people who condemned him of crimes in other places, crimes that he may have been innocent of, they try to step back through those rifts to get him back. So these mega beasts that keep coming in waves are coming for him. And if they can get him, they will take him back and leave this place alone. He's open and honest, and you are buffeted by this energy and this knowledge. And you are given your orders and your purpose. When the mega beast comes, you will step into suits of mechanical armor that he provides you, and with the strength that he provides you to defend him from this.
I'm like,
Fucking John.
I'm like, hey man,
John.
here's the thing. How about instead of us defending you, you just leave, so this doesn't keep happening to our town?
A wave of anger and pain washes over all of you.
Oh,
And Lakes grittingly says, "Stop it! Stop, Ollie! You sat down. You just have to accept it. It's who you are now."
Yeah.
We have a choice.
We have a moral quandary before us.
Like Jeremy is like vomits again, and it pours down his shirt.
Mm-hmm.
His arm is, you watch it as it mends itself,
Yep.
and his head snaps back up, and he's like he's sober but in pain.
Yep. I shout, "Why are you hurting us?"
And the wave of energy says back, "To understand your mission."
Seems really cool, but also seems really not cool.
And that's when he goes, "Prepare yourselves." That's the and the klaxons begin.
Wait, but if he goes back, then our people are safe.
that was my point.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
I try and pull myself out of the chair.
Okay, you guys.
Yeah, I Ollie has the right of it. I mean,
This-
what's Ollie
this
doing? I'm
feels
following what
wrong.
Ollie's
This
doing.
feels
I
wrong.
want to
Yeah.
follow Ollie's lead.
Okay, so you guys pulling yourselves out.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
All right, this is a concerted effort. Everyone
Okay.
trying to pull
Yeah,
themselves
okay,
out.
So I'm trying to pull myself out of the chair too.
Right? Is that
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Ollie made the moral.
so? It will take 9 successes to get
Oh,
out.
my
Okay.
God.
Combined.
Okay.
This will be. You can use whatever skills you think are most important narratively. You would try to get out of the situation. You can try.
Hmm.
If you fail, you will be broken and possibly scarred
I am
and dead.
going to try and lead everybody
Mm.
by trying to convince everyone to get up out of the
Okay.
chair.
Oh,
Jeremy and
Yeah,
Kim
yeah.
Lakes as well. Okay.
awesome. I mean, I just saw the love of my life, or love of my
Can I
young
have
life,
7 dice, please?
Beverly, vaporized effectively. Yeah, this doesn't seem like the right way to go.
Uno successo.
Whoa.
Do you want to push yourself to try to go for more successes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will. I mean, this is going to tire me out, right?
Yep.
So I'll be exhausted.
Nice.
2 more. Okay, that's
So
3
there's
total.
your 3.
Mhm.
You
I've
pulled
done
your
my
weight.
part,
You
gang.
pulled your weight.
And so through that leadership too, I think you'll add at least 1 more dice to everyone else's
Cool.
push. And Kimberly in turn, like because she's working with you, will also add a dice to both of your pools. Jeremy's still pretty fucked up and in pain. He's trying to get out because of your leadership, but it hurts.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you have an idea? Or would you like to?
So my notion is that this is kind of like one of those mind battles, like at the end of A Wrinkle in Time or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm gonna use my mind power and also like I think like empathize, like trying to like understand and like combat this thing.
Mm-hmm. And push with the empathy of the other. Like, try to find its weakness.
Exactly.
Yep. Okay.
So I've got 5 in mind and 3 in empathize. What does that mean in terms of like?
6 dice.
Ah!
Yeehaw!
2 so
Two.
far. And you could push yourself.
Push myself.
You should injure yourself.
I should injure myself.
No,
Yeah,
don't listen.
like
No,
you get
I
a-
want to be
you get a
exhausted.
nosebleed.
I'm exhausted from the mental
Effort from the mind battle. Your nose bleeds.
No more.
I'm going to use my tech skill if I can,
Mm-hmm.
and I would like to use my programming knowledge, if possible, to try and short this chair out somehow.
Yeah, I'd say so. You
Or-
are experiencing this like someone who's plugged into the matrix. This is like next level
This is-
computer interface.
Yeah.
Like this information is being fed to you digitally through this chair,
Yeah.
and you're like, okay, if it's affecting my will can affect it back. Like
Right.
I'm reprogramming this.
Right,
thing.
that's
And
exactly
so that's
right.
where you're trying to go.
3,
yeah,
4,
yeah,
5,
4.
and 4 successes. Well, there's
Yes.
motherfucking 3 right
Okay,
there.
you got it. Almost.
Almost.
One shy. So you're gonna push
I
yourself.
will push.
Please do.
I will be injured.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
And you, if anyone has like your problems or whatever, you can, whatever.
Oh yeah, I guess I could reveal a problem.
Problem or shame? What is your?
Oh, my shame has been revealed that I never kissed anyone.
Yep.
And I don't know if I ever will now.
You see, use that for Beverly, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what's
But-
the pride?
But
Or
the my problem is I'm
you may
failing school.
fail.
As I'm like mentally like trying to push back against this thing and affect it, my future is flashing before my eyes, or prospective futures where I'm like, oh yeah, I could like drop out of school and like go become some conspiracy theorist who like stays at home all day. Like, or like I could become like this kaiju battler, you know, this beast beater or buster or whatever. But both of those things seem to almost be closed loops where I'm like going into something that isn't actually going to get me anywhere. And so I'm failing school, and this is the worst future.
Right. Like, there's an overall sense of like fighting against. your
Yeah,
potential
fighting
failure.
against this sort of like basically ennui of like sort of like, oh my god, like nothing matters, so I need to figure out something that matters in this minutia of these conspiracies. When what really matters is me, my friends, my family, my town that I need to like be a part of. And I think that that's sort of coming out.
Okay. Everyone
sweet, sweet
concerted is pushing with their will, with their very beings against this chair, against these things. And it's almost like a snap, and you just fall forward, all 5 of you on your knees. And this light slows, the light that was surrounding you all is gone, and Jeremy howls as his arm reshatters, and he holds himself like on the ground. Kimberly Lake also just starts like holding her sides as you hear like ribs snapping inside her chest, as all the things that had been holding them together that this thing had given them are stripped away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm injured
you
as
are
well.
Forgot about that.
so you are now in this space, and you hear the klaxons going, and you know the mega beasts are coming. And Kimberly says, we need to find another arch. We need to find a gate out of here. I don't know if it'll even work without Maxell's help.
Fuck that guy.
Well, let's look.
Yeah, I get up. I was violently thrown forward, so I like have my I sort of broke up in my head. So like just like I have a laceration where like blood is sort of starting to come down my face and into my eyes.
Uh-huh.
But I'm like, yeah, let's look.
Who's good at looking? Like, I'm not a particular... Like, I'll look, but I'm not going to find it.
Ollie, are you good at investigating?
Investigate. I've got nothing under. I mean, investigate's a mind thing. I've got 5 mind. but
Yeah,
there's
so,
nothing
so go for
investigate.
it. So Ollie, you and Kimberly is points at like try over there, so you get an extra die from her help.
And you're at minus
Kimberly,
one
the
because
true
of
hero
your
of this
exhaustion.
adventure.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
-1.
definitely.
But then someone who Jeremy's helping you too, sure. Okay.
Oh, 2 successes.
So you
you build your own art.
you find your way to the edge, kind of before the water starts. There is a small arch, one that like Kimberly kind of points to it as like we kind of get through this. Thankfully, your other success notes that whatever energy, like a residual, is still there. Maxell can't stop you yet, and you all plunge through it, and you find yourselves
Hand in hand.
you find yourselves at, let's see, where do you land? Where do you think you guys would end up?
What's that map?
That's like the old Lenox thing. Like, are you guys up around the towers? Are you back? Like, this is a portal. The other one took you from Thunder Cave to here. Where does this one drop you?
The shore?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. So this one drops you like right by this like
Giant
bent out
robot,
robot hand from an old the old yellow
Bot, yeah.
robot. You all land kind of safely in the mud
Yeah.
from like with a 5-foot drop or whatever. And
I
Pick
start
yourselves
looking
up.
around. Are the klaxons going off?
yeah, they're going. And
And
the
are there-
rift energy is glowing out in the swamps.
I start running away from the swamps. And I grab up whoever's close to me and help them along.
Okay.
As I'm assuming physically, I'm probably better off than most folks.
Mm-hmm. So you rush along.
Yeah, I'd get up and run.
Who has Kimberly and who has Jeremy? They're the ones who are most messed up.
Jeremy was closest to me, and
Okay.
I help him up.
Okay.
I'm like, come on, my dude, we can do this.
And Ollie, you grab
Yeah,
Kimberly.
I think so.
And so you're kind of arm around you.
And I'm sort of just weaving behind them, trying to keep pressure
Right.
on my head. And I'm just sort of like trying to keep up with them.
I mean, the nearest place you know about is your mom's condo situation, the old Dawson Lodges, now
Yeah.
Dawson Condos.
Who knows? Maybe that's where the after party's taking place.
Yep, well, we're going there.
Yeah, so you guys make your way there, and you're sitting in the lobby, which is sort of the
And it's like a ghost town because the klaxons are going off.
Yep, it's everyone's inside. You hear like a stomping foot, and you hear more of this rift energy, and you watch. If you guys want to go outside, you can see what's going down.
I don't.
Does anyone go outside to watch?
Yeah, I will.
So Kimberly goes out as well. Jeremy can't stomach to go out.
I'm trying to like set Jeremy up on like a couch in the lobby of
Yep.
the apartment complex.
What are you doing, Ollie?
I think I'm a sensible person. I'm staying inside. I don't really know what to do with myself though.
I'm asking you things like, you know this guy, right? You guys are friends? Like,
I wouldn't call. I mean, yeah, I guess.
does he always smell like this? He's got a lot. He's, like,
I mean, I
Or is
didn't
he sick?
Sniff him.
So outside, these mega beasts descend on the Lenox Loop towers
Mhm.
and beat their way through the hill, excavating it.
Oh shit!
And you see this sort of glow, and you feel this residual, because where Maxell had touched you, this screaming that sort of rocks you all, even you who are inside, as you feel him being pulled through the rift and away. And as it closes, that connection closes, and there's an explosion that blows out the windows of the condo. Thankfully, you're able to shield yourselves behind the couch, and when the dust settles, what was once Lenox Loop and Lenox Lab is a massive crater.
Oh shit!
Fresh air begins to blow from the east.
Not the swamp air.
mm.
It's a new day.
How do you guys, what's your sort of ending tag line here before we go into next?
I think I feel like a weird sadness that I can't place on, like, part of me feels like it's coming from me, but it also might be tied in with the time that we were briefly connected with Maxell. I am nowhere near lucid enough to understand that connection. I don't know, start making my way over to back to the cave, to Thunder Cave, to go find Denise.
I kind of have like this wave of uncertainty since I kind of led the charge to get out of those chairs. Like, it seemed like the best solution to let Maxell be taken away since he's not our universe's problem. But I also didn't know, like, whether, maybe he was a good guy. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. A good guy doesn't hurt my friends.
Yeah.
I feel oddly whole and vindicated. Like all the like the stuff I was trying to find out maybe wasn't exactly connected with the 5 bots and the mega beasts, but that experience led me to being prepared for this. I feel like I've reconnected with my friends in a really important way. The moment I had with Chad in the car and follow Ollie becoming probably who he's meant to be, our leader, and like leading us out of like, this really dangerous situation. I like want to stick with my friends. Like, I'm like, who wants to get a short stack?
Yeah. So we're going to do one last scene with each of you, and it's sort of an everyday life scene. It could be you guys define. All right, we'll start with you,
Okay.
Chad. How long is this scene taking place after? It's an everyday life scene, but how much time has passed since this big climax?
It's when did the climax take place?
It was in the like late fall.
Okay. Like a month or two later, after I get the letter that says that because I failed my exam, like I failed my classes, I'm going to have to take summer school in order to get my diploma. I intercepted the letter and I'm taking it to my mom, who is in town for the weekend.
Okay, she's in town. Is she with Michael or no?
Yeah, Michael's over.
Okay. And he's cooked dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, sport.
Hey, Michael.
Yeah, your mom's inside. If you're lucky, she might let you get a little of that wine, huh? A treat.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. Thanks. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for, looking out for her, man. I don't know.
Sure, buddy. All right. I mean, she's looking out for me as much as anything. And he goes back to grilling.
Yeah. I go inside. Ma, I got a letter in the mail. It's for you, but I opened it. It's from school.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I haven't been doing so well. It looks like I'm not gonna graduate on time.
Oh, Chad.
Yeah.
What have you done, little man?
I mean, I'll take summer school. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I can reapply. I can reapply to schools in the fall.
She just kind of turns back to setting the table and doesn't engage with you.
Yeah, that's fair.
Ollie.
I think this is also about a month later.
Okay.
In the course of all the mayhem that happened that one day, the house that we were about to lose got destroyed.
No!
Oh, cool.
Which we, like, Mom and I are kind of philosophical about it. We're just like, well, we're going to lose it anyway.
Did you have insurance?
Would that matter? I don't even know how that
I mean, you get something,
works
right?
out. Yeah, maybe we get a little insurance money, but, like, we kind of feel this, like, kind of bitter, like, triumph that, like, whoever was going to repossess the house doesn't get it either. So right now we're crashing on, like, in like the basement of one of Mom's old coworkers from before she got fired. Cheryl, let's call her.
So who's in the scene? What's going on?
It's like I'm sitting up. No, I'm sitting up kind of late to see my mom. Oh, also I think that I just kind of stopped smoking pot. Like I just sort of like I didn't make a big point of it or anything, but like I just suddenly didn't really feel the need anymore. And my mom, I never told my mom what I was doing, but she's kind of noticed that the money doesn't disappear anymore, and I seem less out of it. I seem more engaged.
Mm-hmm. You stop playing as much like reggae and these
I threw out my lava lamp.
No.
So I know this is really hard, Ollie, but how's school going? You meet anybody?
Meet anybody? Like
I don't know. Like normal stuff. We I mean, we talk about the house, we talk about money, we talk about trying to find work. Like what's going on? Tell me about teen stuff. You going to prom? You're a senior, right?
Yeah. I don't know. There was somebody, but I think she's still mad at me. I'm hoping that it'll be okay with a little time. That's about it. I mean, I have a couple good friends, but I don't hang out with a lot of folks.
Well, thanks, buddy, for being here. I know it's a lot, but it helps me that you're kind of the one stable thing I got going on, and I hope I can be the same for you.
Mom, it's all going to work out. We'll be fine. I'm sure of it.
Dun, dun, dun. All right, Rush, what is going on? Where are you at?
Cool. I'm going to keep it with my homies here about a month after or so, closer to nearing, the end when graduation time might be. We're sort of...
It would be more, because fall,
right,
it would
so
be
it's like
Christmas time.
Christmas time.
A little before the break, yeah.
Yeah, before the break, about halfway through the year, we find Rush back in the pickup truck, driving too fast down the highway.
Mm-hmm.
The lights again. But as Officer Starkson, Lisa Starkson,
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
approaches,
Mm-hmm.
there's a smile on her face, maybe, possibly. The lights have been fixed. Rush is not in rave gear, dressed in like a suit might wear to like a funeral or a wedding or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Rolls down the window and is like, "Officer, I'm so sorry. There's just this event that I've been organizing for the students that died. We've been trying to raise money. I really apologize. Whatever you think is appropriate here."
She lays one on you.
Yeah. Yes,
Wow.
kisses.
The simmering
Yes,
tension that we
the
didn't
simmering tension.
even realize was there.
Finally.
It's always been you.
Finally.
She sighs and goes,
I am 18.
Gross, dude. Why are you looking at me weird?
she's like, all right, look. Last warning. Get on out of here.
Thanks, officer. I'll put you down as someone we thank in the menu
Mhm. Yep, in the program.
program, that whatever it's called.
You drive off down the road and the theme music from Terminator 2.
Yeah.
All right. Is that good? Yes.
Yeah.
With that, our story ends. We will continue with the new tale to spin to dare to entertain. I was your GM, John Holt. You can find me on Twitter at Lord Joho and on Instagram at board_ghost. Ken, where can people find you?
Board Ghosts, you're amazing. Find me at Berlingsbeard, BERLINGS, on Twitter, Instagram, and my website of the same name. You can contact me through any of those if you're interested in my freelance dungeon mastering abilities, skills, and business. I love to chat with fellow nerds and enjoyers of games, so please do hit me up. Would be great to hear from you. I will be at Gen Con, so if you're going to Gen Con, definitely check me out. And a little plug for our Patreon here for Board Ghost. Definitely go check that out if you get a chance.
All
Yeah,
right.
keep the lights on.
Stuart, where can people find you?
You can find me on the streets of Brooklyn. I'm Stuart Wellington. You can find me occasionally every other week on the Flophouse podcast. You can find me at the bars Hinterlands Bar and occasionally at Minnie's Bar, 2 bars that my wife and I own in Brooklyn, New York.
All right, Dan, where can people find you?
I am at Dan K. McCoy on Twitter. That's K because my middle name is Kirk, but it looks like Dank McCoy.
Hell yeah, sticky icky.
And I'm also one of the hosts of the Flophouse podcast along with Stuart and non-player tonight, Elliot Kalin. And so you can look that up. And also, by day, I write for The Daily Show if you want to watch that thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thank you guys both for being on. Thanks again, Ken, for everybody sitting through a nice long GM'd game of Things from the Flood. You can find more about that on boardghost.com. You can attempt to pierce that and follow us at BoardGhostWorld on Twitter. We'd like to thank Pat Couples for our theme song and intro music. You can find more about Pat at patcouples.tumblr.com or on his band's website, hotelsandhighways.com. If you're not alone in the void, share our stories. The more they are consumed, the truer they become.
I don't agree with me.